Welcome to my channel. My name is Rhea, and in this video I'm going to talk about 5 tips that can help you sleep at night. But before we begin, I do request you to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so that you can be notified every time I post a video. And if you're interested in working out at home, I also have a workout channel where I post follow along workout videos. You can check that out. The link is in the description box below. So now I'm going to get started with those 5 tips. So the first tip is to avoid drinking caffeine or consuming caffeine 6 hours before bed. Caffeine is present in things like coffee, in tea, even green tea has a little bit of caffeine. Caffeine can also be present in certain soft drinks. Energy drinks are known to have caffeine. So the first tip is that to avoid caffeine-rich drinks, caffeine-rich foods before bed. And the reason is that caffeine is a stimulant. It activates the body and the mind. And caffeine is also known as an adenosine receptor agonist. And what this means is that it blocks adenosine, right? Adenosine is a chemical in the brain that promotes sleep. So what caffeine does is it blocks the production of adenosine. And this keeps us awake, it gives us that mental boost, it gives us that energy. But from falling asleep point of view, it's not the best thing, right? So avoiding caffeine 6 hours before bed will make sure that your body is, moving from that alert, awake state into a more relaxed, sleepy state. So that's the first tip. The second tip is that avoid blue light before bed, like an hour before bed. Blue light is emitted by most electronics, right? The phone, the tablet, the TV screen, any screen will emit blue light. And blue light is known to reduce the production of melatonin. Melatonin is a hormone that also promotes sleep. So when we look at blue light, melatonin goes down, and that can get in the way of us falling asleep or us even sleeping through the night. So the second tip is to avoid blue light and switching off your screen, switching off your phone, not looking at anything, electronic right before bed will help the brain relax and fall asleep. The third tip is that taking a warm shower about an hour before bed can help falling asleep. And there are many reasons for this. The first is that it can help the body relax. So I'm not talking about an extremely hot shower, but something that's warm, and that will help the body relax. Warm showers can also lower blood pressure, so that's another reason that we can feel relaxed and we can fall asleep easier. And warm showers also promote blood flow to the extremities, to the hands and the legs, and what this does is it helps us release body heat, and that lowers our core body temperature, and we can fall asleep a little bit better when we are able to release that heat, right, and lower our core temperature. So a warm shower before bed can help us fall asleep. The fourth tip is to develop a bedtime routine and fix a sleeping waking time. Now, a bedtime routine signals to our brain and to us that it's time to fall asleep, right? It's time to get ready to fall asleep. So when you start your nighttime routine, your bedtime routine, automatically your body and mind will start to say, okay, it's time to sleep, let's prep for it. So it's like you're signaling the body to fall asleep. Now, fixing a sleep time and a wake up time is extremely important because that creates consistency. If you wake up at 8 one day and you wake up at 10 another day, it's highly likely that you'll be sleepy at different times in the evening. So what that does is if you go to bed at say 10 and you woken up late, then you might not fall asleep till midnight. So fixing that time to maybe 10 p.m. or 11 p.m. or whatever works for you, 9:30 p.m. and fixing a wake-up time is a way to set the circadian rhythm so that you know that this is the time to sleep, this is the time to wake up, and your body will automatically want to fall asleep and want to wake up at those hours as it gets used to that sleep and wake up time. Now, the last tip on the list is to do with eating habits. So regarding this, the first thing I'd like to say is that avoid a big heavy meal right before bed, right? A big heavy meal can make us feel very full in the stomach, and if we lie down and sleep right after a big heavy meal, right, that can cause stomach issues, digestive issues, indigestion, can make us feel bloated and uncomfortable in the stomach, and that can get in the way of us falling asleep or getting a good night's sleep. Avoiding a big meal at night is extremely important. Consuming your last meal 2 to 3 hours before bed can really improve sleep quality and make it easier to fall asleep. And the third thing to be mindful of when it comes to sleeping or eating before sleeping is that avoiding sugar, avoiding high calorie foods, extremely processed foods at night is a good way to help the body relax and not be so energetic and fueled up. So eating 2 to 3 hours before bed, eating a normal sized meal, nothing too heavy, and eating foods that are not too rich in sugar and calories and not highly processed can help us sleep better as well. So those were the 5 tips that I wanted to talk about in this video, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.